Hi there, my little birdies. Welcome back to the nest, or welcome if you're new here. Let's get into today's reading. Today we're going to look into who's stalking your social media, or who's, if you don't have social media, who's trying to get information about you, or whatever the case may be. But this is actually a two-part video. Today is part 1, and next week, so definitely subscribe if you don't want to miss it, next week we're going to have an 18 plus version of it. So what they notice and what they admire about you when they do check your social media, if that is the case, because one of the pals with the cards that came out, it may not be very sexual, but who knows. I actually feel like one of the pals may have 2 people, so it will compensate, I guess. But with that being said, if you're interested in that 18 plus version, don't forget to subscribe. It will come forward next week, same time, Saturdays. And yeah, so we're going to look into who is stalking your social media and why they're doing that today. And then we're going to look into that part 2, what they admire and notice about you. Okay, so as always, we have 4 beautiful pals here with us today, and you can choose, as always, for by the timestamps. You can choose by the crystals. You can pause the video and take a moment to figure out, which pal calls to you and everything. The timestamps are going to be down below in case you're wanting to check those out. But for pal number 1, we have some Mookite. For pal number 2, we have some Red Coral. For pal number 3, we have some Citrine. And for pal number 4, we have some Carnelian. Alright, so whenever you're ready, I will see you over there. Hi there, pal number 1. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the Mookite crystal, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get here into who is watching you on your social media, who is stalking you. And then we're going to get into your why. I didn't mention in the beginning, but feel free to check out as many pals as you want. You may have a lot of stalkers. So if you feel called to more than one, that is definitely your sign that you may have 2 people or more than 1 people, more than one person stalking your social media. So definitely go have a look, okay? But talking about this first person that wants to show up, let's see here. Who do we have? And also, this is a 2-part video. So the second one is going to be next week, and it's going to be 18 plus. So definitely subscribe if you want to stay tuned to that. So we have codependency. We have Leo and March. So it doesn't have to be, this person doesn't have to be these signs, but they could have some strong fire placement here in their chart. This is also Pisces season. So take that as extra confirmation if you already kind of pick up on who this person might be. But we have a woman. Oh, dealing with a relationship with a woman. Getting back together. We have fancy date. And we also have gossiping. Very interesting. Very interesting. I feel like, ooh, that tea. Let's get into the tea. Because I feel like who's stalking you? I don't think you may know this person actually. Because especially with this March, this is also Pisces season. And it's, Pisces is the ruler of the 12th house. And there's this feeling of like, stuff that is hidden and everything. And especially with getting back together and gossiping, I feel like this is like your ex's new boo, or it could even be like someone that has a crush on your current partner, or someone, or someone, or like an ex of your current partner. There's this feeling of like it's a third party that you don't know anything about, or you may have heard of them, but you don't know them personally, I feel. I feel like they're stalking you because they want to know, like, okay, what is up with pal number 1? What are they doing? Who are they? Because I definitely feel like there's this feeling of they are super jealous of you. Super, super jealous of you. I also feel like they're a little bit obsessed. And there is this feeling, especially if this is like your ex's new boo, there is this feeling of like them wanting to be like you, them wanting to know what they were attracted to before, and just like really being obsessed to copycatting you and really understanding, okay, so pal number 1 is doing this, and pal number 1 wears their hair like that, and they dress up like this. And I really feel like they are wanting to become like you, especially with this Leo. It's like I feel like they think that you're very, very attractive, and that, it's like they want to, Leo is this thing of like persona, right? Who you put yourself out there. And I feel like they want to be like you. They want to be your version of person, of woman, of man, whatever the case may be. I really feel like there is this feeling of like someone here is super jealous of you and is wanting to copycat you. Another thing that is coming through, I also feel like this could be getting back together. This could also be, I do feel like it is related with someone that you're dealing with or something like that, or your ex, but this could also be your, I don't know if I already said that, but this could also be like your partner's ex, and they are wanting to reconcile with your partner or with your person of interest, and it's almost like they are trying to find out information about you so they can go and gossip to your person and, like, I don't know, just sabotage things between the two. Because with the March energy, it's like, I want to reveal the feeling, the secrets that pal number one is hiding, so they don't have a shot with the other person, you know? I really feel like this person, there's this feeling of like they're really lost in who they are. They're really lost in, it's like they don't have an identity. And so it's like they appear that they know who they are, especially with this fancy date. I'm seeing this as like they appear to be very like put together and very balanced and everything, but I feel like they're a mess emotionally and like maybe even, I don't know, like mental health wise or something. But we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Two of Wands, we have the World, the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. So I definitely feel like this is someone that is blocked. I really feel like this is someone that... Okay, I'm getting so many stories, Jesus. But I really feel like one of them is going to resonate to you and it's going to make sense to you. Because I feel like there is this feeling of like, this is either someone that you've blocked. So again, this may be an ex of yours. And it's this person's new boo, especially with the Magician. And it's like, there's this feeling of like, you may also travel a lot. Or this person may travel a lot, or maybe like at a distance. But I feel like this is someone that, you know, you're getting into new beginnings and your person is getting into new beginnings. And there is someone here that it's super jealous of you and it's super self-conscious because of you or something like that. I really feel like they compare themselves a lot to you and they really want more. But I really feel like one of the parties here is blocked. And I don't think it's you. I feel like it's either you blocked someone or this is someone that is blocked by your person. And I really feel like there's this feeling of like, I want to know more information about who pal number one is so I can know what I'm dealing with. We're going to look into the why, but I really feel like this is someone that is absolutely freaking jealous. And especially with the Magician, is like they want to become you. They want to just transform themselves, right? This kind of looks like those little fairy dust kind of things, like ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, boom, and you become another person. And I feel like that is kind of what they're trying to do. I really, like, this person is so deceptive. This person is really, like, sneaky. They may even have a fake account when they do spy on you. My God. And there's really this feeling of, like, because, like, it's so weird because I'm definitely getting, like, the two possibilities here. I'm getting someone's new boo, or you have a new boo, and this is, like, your ex or your person's ex, and it's like they don't want you two to be together. And if this is like your ex's new boo, I feel like there was this feeling of like they think that you don't want to see them together and that you have something against them and that you're going to like create a lot of drama. Okay, we need to get into the why. I feel like we already got into, yeah, this is the person that is kind of spying on you, but we need to get into the why and see what is going on here. Let's actually remove all of these. So let's see here. Why are they checking your social media? We have family. We have home. We also have here sharing, big heart, caught off guard. So interesting. We have fate, gifts, and mind blown. To be honest, I feel like this is someone that this person did not know about until like your person, it's like if you're seeing someone new, your person posts a photo of you or something, and it's like This person is like, oh my God, what? Pile number one's person is moving on, and I want to know who pile number one is, because they are sharing a part of themselves with someone else that is not me. And I really feel like there is this thing of like a shock, because I thought that we were meant to be. I thought that, we were going to have this big reconciliation, and that we were going to have this beautiful big family. And it's like, all of a sudden, who the heck is pile number one? Who the heck is still with my person? There's this, like, there's so much possessiveness here. There's so much, like, I don't know, not nice vibes. Like, I really don't like this person. They're really, like, they don't have a nice energy, because I really feel like they could also be very manipulative and very controlling. And especially if this is, like, your new person's ex, your person may say, like, my ex was crazy, my ex was this and that and the other. I feel like they were really toxic, because right now this person is obsessed with you, because they don't know who you are, and the fact that you exist in your person's life totally caught them off guard. If this is your ex's new boo, and they're checking on you, I feel like they heard about you, possibly from your ex's family, or like a friend or something, or it's like maybe recently you've met them for a coffee or something, and your person's new boo never heard of you before. I feel like your ex was keeping you kind of behind closed doors. Maybe there wasn't a lot of information, and so it's like, I don't know, maybe they had to scroll through all your ex's social media to find a photo of the two of you together, or they had to, I don't know, they had to go through some pretty detective stuff to figure out who you were, or even go through their DMs. I would not be surprised if that would happen. But I really feel like it's like they found out about you somehow. I don't think it was through your ex, and I don't think it was through your person if you're the one with the new boo. I don't think it was through your person directly. I feel like it was through them snooping around. And now they want to know who you are. Because I really feel like they didn't know that you existed. They didn't know that your person was already seeing someone new. Yeah. And they're jealous. They're freaking jealous. Because I really feel like they were hoping for a reconciliation. I really see that. All right. So we have the Three of Wands. We have the Ten of Swords. Why is this person snooping around? Three of Cups. There we go. This is a third party. This is no one you know, okay? This is no one you know. But I guess you need to know about this. But we have the Death card and the Five of Cups. There we go. Again, why they're doing this, they didn't know that your person had someone new. They didn't know that your ex had an ex. And they really... There's something here about, like, if this is your ex, I feel like they got into an argument or something, probably because of you. And now they're really wanting to know, okay, who are you cheating on me with? Or who are you replacing me with? You know, there's this feeling of, like, just wanting to know who you are. And then through all of that, especially with death here, there's this feeling of, like, really wanting to become you. Really wanting to, I don't know, act in the same way, do the same things. There is this feeling of, like, it's almost like, you know, I see this almost like magic. You know, it's almost like this person is someone else completely different. This person is a lion and they're pretending to be a human being. You know, this person is not who they say they are. And they're really, like, just trying to steal your vibe. So, like, be careful, part number one, because I really feel like you have some stalkers. If you have your profile on private or something, or something around those lines, it could be that this person is using a fake account. It could be that you may follow, or, you know, one of common friends may follow you, and they get access to you. So, I don't know, just be careful who's around you, because this person is definitely spying on you a whole lot, and they're trying to become you. So that's essentially who's checking your social media, stalking your social media, and why. I also feel like there's this feeling, if this is like your new person, they may have this person blocked, and they cannot get access to your person. So their way to know what is going on with them is to follow you and is to stalk your social media. So, yeah. For some of you, I'm getting that they may be trying, but they may not be able to do so. So it's, again, they either do that through a friend's social media account or through, I would even say they may do that through a business. So it's like, I don't know, they try to follow you and you reject because you're in private or something. And then it's like, okay, well, let me try with my company's social media to follow you so you allow me in and I can see what is going on there and I can see who you are. Because I really get this feeling like this is obsession, okay? This is not healthy. This is obsession. My God. Okay. Well, let's get here into like my intention here with this final portion of the reading is to see what do you need to know about your love life in general. What are the messages that you need to hear about your love life? Not necessarily about this person, but just what do you need to know, what your guides want you to know. And once again, we are going to have an 18+ reading of this. So it could be that, I don't know, maybe you want to know what this person admires about you. You know, what are they trying to copycat in you? Maybe you have a really nice booty and they're like, I wish I had pal number one's booty. Maybe you want to know that. But again, if you were attracted to another pal, definitely go check it out. Maybe it will be like your person, and then there it would be a little bit more interesting, the 18+ version of it. But let's see here. What do you need to know about your current love life situation? Ooh, okay. So the answers you need are coming. What does pal number one need to know about their love life? What do you need to release? We also have here, it's time to take action. I'm seeing this has like super protective energy, but adjustments are required and balance spirituality and practicality. So I really feel like with this balance spirituality and practicality, there's this feeling of, you know, you can be very welcoming and very like peace and love and everyone is free to join my inner circle, but just, you know, be practical about it as well. And if there's someone that is, I don't know, they may even leave like mean comments or just something like that, then definitely like just be careful about that. There could be also some energy of like, if you haven't blocked an ex yet, maybe you kind of need to, or something like that. That may be a very specific message, but I feel like there's this feeling of like, it's time to move forward into a new day. It's time to move forward into new beginnings. And I really feel like something about this situation specifically could be revealed to you. So it could be that your new person, if you already have it, of course, but your new person could come forward to you like, my ex used to do this, like they used to even go through my DMs and see like who, or they used to go through my following and see who I was following, or go through my DMs and read the messages. Like they could share some details of that with you. If this is about your ex could literally text you saying, my current boo is going crazy and she's trying to stalk you, or he's trying to stalk you, something like that. So I feel like you're going to know something about this, okay? But I feel like there's also this feeling of, don't be afraid, especially with time to take action. And oh, look at that, a new start is coming. I really feel like there's this feeling of whatever you want to do in your love life, if you have a crush on someone or something, don't be afraid to express your feelings. I feel like that is going to be very liberating for you, and I feel like it's going to help you out a lot. Okay. And I feel like there's some sort of shift happening in your love life. So even if you don't have anyone, I feel like that is not happening for too long. I feel like a shift is happening in your love life. We also had some Scorpio coming through. If I'm not wrong, we had a lot actually. But we had Gemini, Virgo. We had Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Those are the ones that I remember. Actually, could have told you, but yeah. So, pile number one, this was a quickie, but I hope you were curious about it. Again, maybe you already had some sort of suspicion of this, and it's like confirmation. But again, if you really, this doesn't make any sense, thank you for watching the whole reading, but maybe check out another pile that could resonate a little bit more with you. But don't forget to subscribe for that second part, the 18+ version of this reading. And don't forget to smash the like button for me. And if you're interested in having a private reading, the link is going to be down below. And you can also check out my readings for individual signs and individual cusps if you are one, okay? Those are going to be in the little cards for the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot, okay? So with that being said, I love it very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, pile number 2. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the red coral, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get into who is stalking your social media. So I didn't really mention in the beginning, but feel free to check more than one pile, okay? If you feel called to check 2 piles or more than 2 piles, definitely do so. That could be, multiple people stalking your social media. So yeah, also, this is a 2-part video, so the second part is going to come next week, and it's going to be 18 plus. So we're going to look into, what this person admires, and what they notice about you, and all that jazz, and all that, juicy 18 plus readings. So if you're interested in that, definitely don't forget to subscribe so we can take a look at that. Let's see here, who is the stalker? So we have, whoa, hello, okay, so we have wedding, so this may be like your spouse, literally. That would be cute. We have Pisces. If this is your, literally someone you're married to, the why would be really interesting to look at. But we have Pisces, we have Cancer. We also have Rad, someone working against you behind your back. We have thinking of you, divine timing, and spiritual blessing. Why do I actually feel like this is your partner? It may not be. Oh my god, okay, wait, okay, we're catching a vibe. I'm really curious to see the why, but I'm catching a vibe here. I'm getting 2 scenarios. There are a couple of things. With this Cancer, this is definitely the house of home, and then we have thinking of you, spiritual blessing, wedding. This could definitely be someone you're in a relationship with, that you may be literally married to. And it could be a Pisces or a Cancer. It doesn't have to be though, but I really feel like this is someone that this is someone that you're in connection with. And if this is your boo, I wouldn't be surprised if the why is that they actually want to get married to you, and they're looking, I don't know, maybe you have wedding rings saved to your Pinterest or something, and it's they're kind of stalking wedding rings, engagement rings, and they're kind of stalking your social media to see, okay, what is pile number 2 like? What am I going to get pile number 2? So yeah, if you're reaching that point, I definitely feel like that could be the case. Another thing is that they could also be afraid that you're seeing someone else. But again, we'll get into the why. I just feel like with this, someone working against you behind your back, in terms of who this is, this could be someone that is against your relationship. Okay, but it's really weird because we do have this thinking of you and divine timing, spiritual blessing. So I don't know. Let's see. Who is this person? Could this be someone you used to be engaged with or engaged to? Let's see. We have the 6 of Pentacles. Who is this person? Who is talking pile number 2? We have the Knight of Cups, the Hermit, which kind of wanted to be in reverse. Okay. This could be someone you were engaged to, or someone that you were in a relationship with, or that you actually are, but there could have been an argument or something, and I feel like they're trying to figure out what is going on with you. Are you okay? How can I repay you? How can I, how can I move things back with you? Have the World. We also have the 10 of Cups and the Page of Cups. Okay, I need to clarify this rat. Why is the rat here? Because I really don't get this energy here. Okay, so this could be someone you're in separation from. But I really feel like there's this feeling of you still love each other, or at least this person definitely does. We also have Virgo coming through, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius. So if those signs are relevant, definitely take them. But I really feel like this is someone that was really seeing the potential to have a marriage with you, or you could also have seen this potential. And I feel like they're wanting to come back. They're wanting to, offer you something. I don't think that they know how to, because I really feel like they think that you're going to reject them and that you were in this Queen of Swords energy, and they don't know how to repay you, and they don't know how to come back in. I definitely feel like that thing of them looking at wedding rings, that could definitely also apply, because especially if this is just you are together but you had an argument, they could definitely propose. Just saying. But I definitely feel like there's some sort of separation or some sort of hiccup in this connection, and they're definitely trying to figure out how can they approach you better. So yeah, I definitely feel like whoever this person is, there is some hiccup here. So let's see, why are they stalking you? And hopefully that will give us a little bit more information as well. So we have over here passion. We have fertility. Yeah, this is someone that wants a new beginning with you. All right. We also have, what the heck? New beginning. We have intense connection. Moving fast. We have ice cube. There we go. Submissive, beauty, nurture, waiting, and travel, long distance vacation movement. So I'm definitely getting that things are not the best between the two of you. I am totally acknowledging both sides. This could be someone that you're totally in separation. This is an ex. This is someone you're, in no communication with. I'm totally getting that as well. I feel like if that is the case, it may have been very recent that happened. But they definitely want a new beginning here with you. If this is someone that you are in a relationship with, I feel like there was some sort of argument, and I feel like they definitely want to bring the passion back, and they definitely want to make this solid and stable between the two of you again. I also feel like there is this feeling of, especially if this is a long distance relationship and there was an argument, I feel like they're just trying to figure out, like, what are you up to? What are you doing? Are you okay? Are you safe? Something like that. I feel like this was becoming too much for this person. There is some level of, I don't know what happened in that argument, but there is some level of the argument was really intense, and that could have been something that they have been building up and that they had keeping inside of them, and that they didn't really want to say it in that way that it came out, but it definitely did. And I feel like, also with intense connection and moving fast and all that, I feel like there's just this feeling of, wow, okay, I need a break, So yeah, maybe it's that. Maybe it's a break, and it's not necessarily a full-blown breakup or something. But I just feel like it's really intense. Now, the why they are stalking you is definitely because they want to get back into good terms with you. And especially with passion, I'm curious to see the 18+ version, because they are definitely admiring a lot in you. But yeah, they definitely want to come back. Look at that. 8 of Cups, we have the 6 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and I'm making a mess. Why is this person talking pile number 2, please? The 4 of Cups, yeah. I really feel like this person feels like if they don't move, they're going to miss a shot with you, and that you may eventually start to move on. And they don't want that, of course. Can I get one more? The Hermit. I really feel like you're either not talking, or there's really a big emphasis here or on things are not in the best place between the two. And I really feel like they want to get out of that place, especially with the King of Wands here. I feel like they have a lot of regrets. It's that thing. If this was an argument and you're not fully broken up, you're just on a little break or something, I really feel like they had been holding up those things, and the way it came out during the argument, it wasn't in the best way. I feel like it came from anger, and it came from just the heat of the moment. And I really feel like they regret the way that they've spoken to you, and they 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the Magician, the Judgment here. It's like they really want a new beginning with you, and they really want to get things, the communication rolling, and they really want to get things back into a good place. Because they don't like how things are between the two of you right now, and that's why they're stalking you, essentially. It's because they don't want to lose you, and they want to see if, especially if you did broke up, and it was, a couple of months ago, or I don't think it was too further than that. I don't think it was years. But if it was a couple of months ago or something, it's is pile number 2 already seeing someone else? Is pile number 2 still available? Do they still talk about me, or are they sad? Are they okay? Are they happy? I feel like they're really wanting to figure that out, so they can figure out the best approach to come back to you. Okay. And I definitely feel like there's something here about especially if this was just a break, I really feel like this person cares really deeply about you. I even feel like they may leave hints, like they may like some of your posts or something. They really want to make things right, especially the skills over there. They really want to make things right. They want to bring balance into this. And I really feel like they are doing their best to do so. I do feel like they are fearful of rejection, though. They really, really are. Okay. So let's get here. My intention with this last portion of the reading. Today I just wanted to do, a little fun quickie. But I hope you enjoyed it. With this last portion of the reading, my intention is to give you any messages or advice that you need in regards to your love life at the moment. So in this case, I would say specifically about this person, but of higher climax approaches. So I feel like you're about to have a conversation, okay? I feel like there's something that is about to happen, and it's like prepare for it. But again, don't forget to subscribe for that second part, the 18+ version of it. And yeah, so we do have step out of your comfort zone. The answers you need are coming. I really feel like there is this feeling of this person is going to communicate. This person is going to just DM you, text you, whatever the case may be. And I feel like it's going to be a little bit, not necessarily weird, but I feel like it's going to be a different side that you may have seen of them. Maybe they were always really closed up when it comes to emotions, and I feel like they're just going to pour their whole heart out there, and they're really going to be honest, absolutely brutally honest about what they feel and what they want from you. And I really feel like your guides are wanting you to know that before you take any action for the, reconciliation or for, no, let's really break up and never talk again, meditate and contemplate. Take your time to figure this out, okay? Don't act in the heat of the moment. I feel like it is important that you kind of step out a little bit and see where you want to take it, okay? But I feel like your guides are saying prosperity lies ahead. When I see this in the love reading, I see this as there is a potential for a very long-term commitment here, okay? This person feels really, really bad. And I really feel like they want to make things right. But in the end, it's always going to be up to you, okay? And I feel like whatever makes you more uncomfortable, that would probably be the best path to take. So if you're really uncomfortable in saying, no, I need this time for myself, maybe you have, maybe you struggle with being alone or being single. That is something that you haven't been in a very long time. Maybe that is the path for you to take. Maybe that is where you're going to find the biggest growth and expansion here, okay? If, on the other hand, you may feel uncomfortable believing in love again or believing in this connection. It's not about like jumping into a commitment again, but it can be like try to be friends and then see where it takes. Start to talk again and see where it goes and see if you feel the sparks. See if you feel the connection and if it feels good to you, okay? But I feel like there is this feeling of like keep an open mind, and see what happens and be patient, but definitely expect some communication. If you're watching this around Gemini season, that could be relevant. Maybe also Virgo season. Okay. But yeah, pod number 2. This is what I have for you. I really hope this helped and resonated somehow. Definitely feel free to check out another pal if you felt called to. But don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and you can also get a private reading with me. The link is going to be down below. Or if you're interested in checking readings for your individual signs, I have my other 2 channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot, where you'll find zodiac cusp readings and zodiac sign readings, okay? So definitely go check them out, and that's it. So I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi there, pal number 3. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose the citrine, you're definitely in the right place. Let's take a look into who is stalking you. So, like I said in the beginning, or actually I didn't say it, but feel free to check out any other pal that you feel called to, because that could be another person that wants to stalk you, and it is stalking you on social media, okay? So if you feel called to another pal, definitely do so. And we're going to look into who is stalking you and then why. And this is a 2-part video. So the second part is going to be next week and is going to be 18+. So what this person admires and notices about you when they do check you out on social media. Okay, so let's see. We have chemistry. We have Gemini over here. We have, it could be like Taurus Gemini cusp, if you resonate with that. But it doesn't have to be. Okay, these are just traits, essentially. We also have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. We have breakup, opposites attract, and marriage. Goddamn. Okay, what happened here? I feel like this is someone that is very commitment oriented. That is something for sure. I'm not sure what is the status between the two, because I get this feeling, especially with this breakup and opposites attract, it's like they could have gone through a breakup very recently, or you did, and it's like this person or you are the complete opposite. Whoever went through a breakup, it's like the other person so let's say you went through the breakup, this person is complete opposite if they went through a breakup, and I kind of feel like it could have been them, but it could be you, of course. But if they went through the breakup, you are so different from their usual type, so different from their ex or something like that. But this is definitely Taurus in marriage. This is definitely someone commitment oriented. You could already actually be in a relationship with them with this success assured with good plans and hard work. I kind of feel like it takes time for the two of you to be in a relationship, if that makes any sense. But it could be like 2 cups, Knight of Cups. You could definitely be. But I feel like you communicate a lot. Like the energy between the two is like off the charts. I really feel like you have really good vibes with each other. You could also be planning to move in. That could also be something. But I just feel like, you're in the same page. There could also be like a lot of like, I don't know, I just get this thing of like the physical touch. That could be something really important for you or for this person. And or for this connection, maybe it's just like whenever you touch each other, it's like, woo, goosebumps and everything. But I just feel like you have such an amazing connection here. So who is this person? Could definitely be a Taurus. That is coming in very strongly. But we have 2 of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups. They could have also, they could have actually been married. So this could have been a divorce that they went through. But we have the Fool, the 2 of Pentacles, the King of Wands. This 5 of Wands, it does want to come out in reverse. So 5 of Wands in reverse, 2 of Pentacles, and this King of Wands over here. Look at that. This is great. Queen and King of Swords. You're like perfect match. I really love this. And this person is super mature. They could be older. It doesn't have to be. They could also have a really childish side to them. But I just feel like, there's this feeling of, I feel like this is them, they could have been cheated on, especially with this Knight of Wands, or they were in a place where they weren't commitment oriented. And now they're really getting into that place. But I really feel like they are, whatever went down here with them, it was really tough. I really feel like it was. And I feel like they are wanting to take things slowly. And I feel like that's why there's this 2 of Pentacles here. It's because I feel like we're going to get more into the why they're stalking you. But I would say that their feelings for you are kind of growing at a fast rate. And I don't think that they were expecting on that. I feel like they also have a lot of passion. So I feel like we already know a little bit of the why they are stalking you. But I definitely feel like this is someone that, they are commitment oriented and they want a commitment. I just feel like they are hesitant about it, it feels. Because again, this breakup could have been like literally yesterday. Okay? I don't really think it was yesterday, but it could have been like 2 months ago or something. And this person doesn't want to rush into something. But at the same time, I feel like they don't have any other choice but to rush. There's this feeling of like, and you could feel the same, because I feel like even though you may be opposites, I feel like you may be quite similar in a way, or maybe have like similar pasts or something. Yeah. You could even be like the opposite side sign to them, if that resonates. But yeah, so we have Taurus, we have Aries. All right, but let's get into the why. Why is this person stalking you? Because we probably will get a little bit more information about this person and what is going on here. So we have over here new beginnings. we have love, we have beauty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you tell I love love? I absolutely adore love. Okay. So that's why I love doing love readings. But we have over here protection. Yeah. Oh, okay. We have sweet stuff. We also have fear of the unknown. Oh my god. We have fling. We have intuition, and we have career. Okay. So this could eventually be someone from career. It doesn't have to be. They could also be very interested if you have like social media from your career. I feel like they're definitely checking that out, and they could, totally support you on that. And I feel like that's definitely one of the whys. It's like, I want to know more about you, so I'm definitely going to stalk your social media, even the work one, so I know, what do you do, and what do I need to prepare myself for, right? But I feel like a lot of the why they stalk you with this fling, I definitely feel like it has a little bit of the meaning of the fling, but I feel like it's especially for the passion. I feel like they're super passionate about you. But more than anything, we have love and new beginnings, and we have beauty. Especially with beauty, it's like, you're bomb, okay? So they're obviously going to stalk you for obvious reasons, but their feelings are really developing, and I feel like they're freaking scared of that. Especially with this fear of the unknown. I feel like they don't know if they can trust you. Again, maybe this person that they went through the breakup with, I don't know, maybe they were toxic, or I don't really know what happened between them, but I just feel like it was tough. Again, they may have been cheated on, or again, with this player, maybe their ex was the player and they didn't see that coming, right? And then they just ended up being heartbroken, and they don't want that to happen again. So it's almost like they're making sure that you are who you say you are. So I feel like they stalk your social media a lot to see, like, okay, what do you talk about? What do you post? What is your vibe here in social media? And I mean, in social, maybe that may not be the best place, because social media, everyone can fake things. But I feel like, what they get from you, it's what you put out there. And maybe that's also why they check your career social media, if you have. Because it's almost like, I get to see your professional side, your more detached side. I get to prepare myself for that. There's something about that. But with this sweet stuff, I just feel like they think that you're just like, I just feel like they just think that you're so sweet and so kind. And I don't know. I feel like they like what they see, They also find you very independent, and I feel like they really admire you a lot, but they're really afraid that you're keeping secrets. I feel like that is their biggest why. It's like, I really feel like, okay, we'll talk about that. I really feel like they're really into you. And when I say that they are really into you, I feel like that is their higher selves, or not really higher selves. That is their brain coming in and being like, I don't really love pal number 3. I don't really have any feelings for pal number 3. I just find that they are a great person. When in their heart, they're like, oh my god, pal number 3. Oh my god, I love them. They're so cute. They are amazing. I feel like they're freaking out because I don't think that they were expecting for these feelings to grow so fast. And especially with this judgment, it's like it just came out of the blue. But at the same time, all of these fears from the past relationship is definitely staying in. And I feel like they're really afraid that you are keeping secrets. Now, we do need to talk about this 4 of Pentacles and 4 Wands. They freaking want to lock you in. Okay? Whether that is, I don't really feel like it is marriage, because this feels fairly recent. But it could be, I don't know, if you're already together, official, it could be moving in together, or with the 4 of Wands, that is very likely. But it could be, just officializing things, whatever the case may be. They are holding back from that. And that may be something that you're picking up on. But they are holding back because, again, they feel like, no, but pal number 3 may reveal themselves eventually. And then it would be a mistake, And then it would just be another failure. But, yeah. So we're going to leave this part for next week, because they're clearly checking a lot of physical things about you. They find you so freaking hot, I have to tell you. So freaking hot. Like, your pal for next week, it's going to be fire AF, okay? It's going to be wild. So, yeah. But with the Fool, I feel like they're I feel like there's also, with this Queen of Wands, there's also this thing of like the sunflower, of like your sunshine. And I feel like they love that. And I feel like every time they connect with your social media, whether that is work, whether that is your personal one, whether that is the one-on-one communication, they feel closer and closer and closer to taking the leap of faith. I feel like they're freaking scared and the hesitations are still there, but I feel like they're just so sure that you're the path that they want to take. And yeah. I also feel like, this is funny, I feel like they may also dirty talk you a lot in their head. It's like they see your photo and it's like, look at that booty. Yeah, I like that booty. Like there's something about that. Like they may dirty talk you a lot in their head. There's even, I have this 18 plus messages deck, if I can grab it. And there is this feeling, I don't even know if it is here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this is one of the messages your pictures throw me on. But there's one of the cards is I F you a lot in my head, something like that. And I feel like that's definitely what's happening here with this dude. So if you want to see more messages from them in that note, you know, from this little deck over here, definitely subscribe so you don't miss next week's video. Or if you're watching this later on, then definitely, you know, go check it out and subscribe because we have a lot more of them. But let's see here. My intention for this last part of the reading is to just pull any messages or advice for you about your love life and what you need to know about this situation or anything like that. And yeah, so let's see here. What does pile number 3 need to know about this? Okay. So we have your hard work is paying off. There's something about like some cycles were closed. And it's interesting because we do have, what do you need to release? Don't let the past hold you back. I feel like there's this feeling of like your cycles were closed. So your hard work is paying off because you're no longer in those energies. You're no longer attracting the same type of people, something like that. And so I feel like with these two messages, it's like, don't let fears of that happening again stop you. You know, I feel like it's time to release the expectation of receiving the same thing over and over again. There's a little bit of this feeling of like, allow yourself to receive, you know, a time to give rather than take. I feel like this is what you're used to. It's like people taking from you, taking energy. And I feel like it is time for you to receive. It's time for you to allow yourself to receive that type of energy. And I really feel like there's this feeling of your commitment to your manifestation is being tested. And I feel like it is this. I feel like you need patience with this person because I don't think that, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. This person is a little bit like, I would marry you tomorrow, but I can't, you know? So it's like, until they kind of block out the can't, you are going to get married tomorrow eventually. I'm joking. But I feel like in the end, this is going to require patience. Maybe also from your side, you know, especially if you're used to dealing with a lot of people that take energy from you. But you could be mirroring each other like crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if like, if both of you are spiritual and you both watch tarot readings and you're both watching this reading, you both probably chose this pile. But I definitely feel like there's this feeling of, you know, allow this commitment and this person to be in your life and really try to let go of this past. It's going to take time, okay? It's going to be slow. It doesn't happen overnight. But allow yourself to think of this person in a different way than what you used to look at people and be like, oh, you're going to be another lesson. Oh, you're just a player, right? Allow yourself to look at things in a different way and allow yourself to be surprised, okay? With this fear of the unknown, if you are also stalking this person in this way, you may also be in that fear of the unknown and wanting to figure out stuff about them. Are they really like this, you know? But, the unknown is not always bad, you know? So I feel like the unknown is only bad if you make it. And the unknown can be great if you make it that way. So, you know, try to look at the unknown in a very positive way. And I feel like you would be surprised on how good it might be. Okay? Okay. So, my beautiful... Oh, and right now on the clock, as I'm recording this, it's 5:55. Dude, so many changes are happening. I feel like your cycles and the people you're used to connecting with, those cycles are definitely changing, and I feel like you're attracting so many different people, okay? So trust yourself, trust your heart, trust your guides, and have fun. Have fun loving this person, because I definitely feel like you're going to love each other. And it's going to be great. So, pile number 3. This is what I have for you. I really hope this helped and resonated somehow. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe again if you want that part 2. I definitely want it. I'm actually not going to record this straight away, but I kind of wanted to after your pile. But definitely don't forget to check out my prior readings. The link is going to be down below if you want that, or my other 2 channels, the Sunny Virgo and the Sunny Virgo Tarot, for individual cusp and zodiac sign readings. Okay, so with that being said, I love you very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi there, pile number 4. Welcome into your reading. So if you chose this big guy, you're definitely in the right place. Let's take a look into who is stalking you. So, like I said in the beginning, or actually I didn't say it, in the beginning, you can check more than one pile. Feel free to do so. If you feel drawn to multiple ones, it's because most likely there are multiple people stalking you. So you may want to go check them out. Also, this is a 2-part video. So the second part is going to come next week, or if you're watching this later on, it's obviously already out. But in that video, it's going to be 18 plus, and we are going to look into what did they notice, what did they admire about you when they do stalk you, and anything 18 plus that wants to come forward, okay? So that should be fun. Definitely subscribe if you want to stay tuned to that, but let's get into who this person is. So we have attraction, so most likely it's going to be a spicy one next week, but we have May. This could be someone born in May. It doesn't have to be, or in February, okay? We have Star, guaranteed success. We also have Mountain, major challenge to overcome. We have lots of feelings. We have Shattered. And we have Twin Flames. That's how I was kind of picking up that, you know, there was a feeling of like, it feels 2 very different opposing energies. Because like on one side we have guaranteed success, lots of feelings. And then we have major challenge to overcome, Shattered. It just gets this feeling of it's different. And so with these Twin Flames, it could be that this could even be talking about you. You know, one part of you is completely not in this connection, or, you know, one part of you has a couple, is totally not in this connection, and it's like only sees the obstacles, and it's like, this is over, this is not going to happen. The other part of you could look at this with no, this is totally guaranteed. I have feelings for pile number 4, or I have feelings for this person, and I know that we are going to be together. So I feel like it's like you're both in different ends here in the twin flame journey. I feel like one of you could be already ascended, you know, because with twin flames, after the separation, you kind of have to go through the healing. And I feel like one of you could have already gone through the healing. I feel like the other one didn't. Okay. This obviously could be all within your person here. And so I feel like there's this feeling of they do have a lot of feelings for you. And I feel like sometimes they do think that everything is going to blossom and be great and be grand. I feel like the other part of them looks at the past and looks at why you are separated and thinks that, no, this is never going to work. So I feel like they're a little bit back and forth here. Okay. They could also be relying a lot on their friends. That could also be something. But I feel like they could also be really focused on their success and really focused on, you know, trying to be stable and solid and abundant in whatever way they can. Because I feel like a part of them kind of feels like you're unattainable and that they will never have you. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see why they're stalking you, but I feel like they're definitely missing you. They definitely want you a whole lot. But who is this person? Is there any other information that you can give us about them? So we could definitely be in Aquarius. We have so much Aquarius energy coming through. We have the 10 of Cups. We have the Star. We have the 9 of Wands. Page of Swords. Very accurate for the reading because the Page of Swords, it's the spy, the stalker. We also have the Hanged Man. Some Pisces energy coming through. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. So this person definitely wants to take a leap of faith here. And I just feel like things right now between the 2 of you are very much blocked. Very much blocked. I do feel like this person is having some sort of awakening, some sort of epiphany. But I don't think that there is any sort of type of movement happening here. Again, I really feel like one of you is definitely looking at the blockages, and it's like, if this is stagnant and blocked, it's because it's supposed to be blocked, and the other one is looking at, no, wait, this is a really good opportunity for us to grow and heal, and then we can be back together. And again, this could all be within your person, and it's like sometimes you're just really focused on the bad, sometimes they're really focused on, no, we have a chance, and I feel like they're all over the place. This being a twin flame relationship, you probably are in this place as well. Whereas like sometimes you get a little bit hopeful, sometimes you're just like, you don't want to see their face again. But yeah. Wow. Okay. That's essentially it. I feel like you know who this person is. There's definitely, this is someone that you're in separation from, someone that you're not talking to. Things are clearly not moving. Nothing is happening here. So yeah. Let's see here. Wow, we have a lot. Let's see here why they are, my God, you have so much. Why they are stalking you. We have truth, we have closure, freedom, and compassion. So they definitely want to talk to you again. I feel like that's one of the things. I feel like they also want to see if you already had that closure, if you already moved on. I feel like that's also something. But let's pull the other cards before we start talking. So, we have ancient history. Yeah. We have ceremony. I feel like they miss you so much, man. We have comforting, codependency. They're also a little obsessed. But we have self, single, independence, freedom. Freedom twice. Distraction, addictions, numbness, avoidance. And we have memories. Reminiscing, missing you, and reconciliation. Yeah. So the why they're stalking you, they definitely want you back. I feel like with this codependency, I feel like they are a bit obsessed with you and the possibly idea of twin flames. If they, relate with that, resonate with spirituality and all that. But I really feel like they have this feeling of like, there's something else for us here. And I feel like it brings them comfort to look at your photos, to look at, just feel your presence through the social media and just, feel a little bit more connected with you, especially because they may not see you a lot. I feel like they just get a lot of comfort from looking at your face and looking at, just imagining that you're there with them. So I feel like they miss you a lot, especially at night. And maybe you do too, because we do have the two people here. But I feel like they do wonder a lot, again, if you have moved on and if you're single and free and dating other people. I feel like with this ceremony, there is this feeling of like, whoa, to be honest, they could be doing like some sort of spell, some sort of ritual to get you back. But I really feel like there's this feeling of like them wanting a ceremony with you, them wanting to be in a committed like marriage or something like that, or have a child or something around those lines, but I definitely feel like they see a whole future with you. That is what they want. That is why they stalk you. I also feel like sometimes they do this while working. There's something about that. It's like sometimes they just miss you while working and they use you as a distraction. It's like instead of scrolling through reels, they scroll through your photos. Essentially, that's it. But yeah, I do feel like they want to communicate something. They want to tell you something. I don't think that they know how you're going to react though. So that could be why they're not communicating that. They're not coming forward. Let's see here. The devil. There we go. This person is obsessed, okay? This person is just a tiny little bit obsessed. But we have the Ace of Cups, the Four of Cups. I don't know if I mentioned that. The Knight of Cups. There could be a lot of water energy here. We have Scorpio and Capricorn showing up as well. But we also have the Four of Pentacles. So again, Ace of Swords. They really want a reconciliation. They really want to communicate that with you, but they hold themselves back. And I feel like they sometimes go to your social media with the hopes of finding a sign. Like, I don't know, hopes of going to a photo of yours and your quote is like, or I don't know, you go to Twitter and your thing that day, I don't use Twitter, so I don't really know, but your thingy that day is like, how I miss the past and how I reminisce on the beautiful memories we had together. Like something like that, And it's like they just hope for a sign that she may still be attached to them like they are to you. I'm not sure if they find that, but for them to hold back, it's because maybe they don't. But I really feel like they really want you back and they really want to come forward. I feel like with this 4 Cups, they really feel like they've lost a shot with you, a big one. And I feel like they're killing themselves for that. I feel like they're really disappointing at themselves for losing you and for not fighting for you, for not putting in enough effort. And they are stalking you because they want you. That's it. That's the purest thing. Purest truth. And with the Devil, of course, there is a lot of passion here as well. But interestingly enough, I don't think that is the case. Like the main reason they go to stalk you. But there is a lot of passion here as well. So yeah. Wow, this was actually really straightforward. But let's get here. I mean, I feel like we've talked about that. It's totally up to you if you want this person back or not. But and I'm not, to be honest, I'm not sure if they are going to approach you or not. So I feel like they want to, but then they hold back. So yeah, I feel like you have to wait and see. But my intention with this last little itty bitty of your reading is to pull some messages and advice for your current love situation, and specifically possibly for this situation in general, and see what your guides have to say. Oopsie, or what you should do. Okay, all of them. All right. So, we have a fiery climax approaches. Be bold and make the first move. We also have a time for healing. Confidence is your key to success, and surrender to the divine. So, I get a lot of different things here. If you want to communicate with this person, I feel like with this be bold to make the first move and confidence, I feel like your guides are saying, up to you, go for it. I also feel like with the surrender to the divine, don't be afraid to look into signs and synchronicities. Don't be afraid to ask for signs. So, for example, should I reach out to this person? Send me a reindeer if I should. You know, things that you don't see every single day. And when they show up, it's clear that it's a sign for you, okay? But don't be afraid to ask for those things. I feel like your guides will provide. I also feel like there is this feeling of, if you don't want this, and if you just want to reach out for closure, definitely do that. Prioritize your healing, okay? And if you feel like talking to this person won't help you heal, don't talk to this person. If you feel like talking to this person and having that closure will help you move on and heal, then please do. You know, you may even want to write them a letter or something. I do feel like this person could eventually find the courage to approach you with this fiery climax. I feel like, especially with surrender to the divine, if you want to do it, please do. If you don't want to do it, I feel like the universe may, orchestrate something and you kind of bump into each other on the street or something like that. Okay? I just feel like there's this feeling of like, whatever you want out of this, reconciliation or just moving on, I feel like closure of the cycle you were in before needs to happen. Okay? So now I feel like it is up to you to focus on that, to focus on closure, and then the rest will show up. Okay, if it is reconciliation, you'll continue talking. If it is just moving on, you'll get that closure. But focus on closure, focus on finishing cycles, focus on healing, and do whatever is best for you in that, with that purpose in mind. Okay. If for you healing involves talking to this person and just getting things straight, do. If not, it's not. Okay? I feel like there's one more though. Is there any other? Okay. Yeah. I really feel like you are breaking a big cycle here. With each other, but in like love life in general. So we have expect powerful change with new moon eclipse. I really feel like you are attracting new types of energies. So if you want a reconciliation, I feel like the reconciliation would be absolutely different. If you want to move on and just closure, then I definitely feel like you are attracting different types of partners, you know. But yeah. So, Mapala number 4. This is what I have for you. I hope it resonated and helped. If it did, don't forget to smash the like button for me and to subscribe if you want that 18 plus version, because we do have a little bit of that here, okay? So, definitely subscribe for you to stay tuned to that. But If you want a private reading to look deeper into this, the link is going to be down below. Or you can also check out my 2 other channels for Zodiac Cusp and Zodiac Sign readings, and you can find them on the little cards over there, the Sunny Virgo and Sunny Virgo Tarot. Okay, so with that being said, I love it very much. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.